Good morning to you, Ken, and we are coming to you live from Mombasa, and we are expecting to see any moment from now the Kenya Ferry Services management led by Karigithu, that is the managing director, who will be appearing before the Senate Committee on Transport led by the chairman Kimani Wamatangi, and this is happening at the time when other institutions in the country will be trying to establish the lapses that led to the Likoni tragedy that took the lives of two innocent Kenyans, that is the 4-year-old Amanda Mudeu and her mother Mariam Kigenda, and the committee will be here to try and just confirm some reports. Remember, recently there have been a lot of damning information that have been coming out, including the allegations that some of the ferries that have been operating at the channel are they are unseaworthy. That is according to some reports that have been going around in the local dailies, saying some of them saying that at least 3 vessels do not comply with the international maritime standards. And here we'll be here at the Kenya Maritime Headquarters, where the meeting will be happening. We are also informed that the Transport Cabinet Secretary James Macharia will be here in attendance, and also Esther Koimett, the Principal Secretary. We're also expecting the Principal Secretary Maritime and Shipping Affairs, that is Nancy Karigithu, will also be part and parcel of the sitting today. Remember that all this is happening, as I said, as institutions within government try to establish what led to the accident that occurred in the Likoni channel. Remember that tragedy that occurred after the vehicle that Amanda and her mother Mariam were traveling in fell off the MV Harambee and plunged into the Indian Ocean 57 meters deep into the waters of the Likoni channel. So a lot of questions now will be tabled before the committee, and we're expecting Karigithu to lead the team from the Kenya Ferry Services to help the committee understand and the questions that they'll be having. Apart from what I have said, remember also there have been concerns about some of the vessels being going, or rather working long hours without the dry docking, which is mandatory for them to be serviced. And we are also getting information that some of them have allegedly been working for over 30,000 hours, which is against the laws of the maritime industry. So all those questions will be, I believe, will be tabled before the Senate Committee on Transport, and we'll be expecting to hear from the Kenya Ferry Services, as also the team that will be here will try to also be speaking to the involved docket, which is the Ministry of Transport, to also get to understand the actions that perhaps the ministry has taken, and some of the procedures and ways that it has put in place to ensure that such kind of tragedies will be averted. But remember, some of the key areas that the KFS said that it was going to focus on is the long-term and the short-term guidelines that has been put in place to ensure that the services offered at the ferry will be good and will not be posing any risks to the commuters who depend, and actually thousands and thousands of them who depend on the Kenya Ferry Services to either get to their workplaces or to their homes, both at the island and the mainland on the other side of Kwale. So we'll be here on standby and getting to seek the deeper into the deeper areas of what will be discussed today in the sitting. But all this has been happening not only here in Mombasa, but I'm also getting information that the Kenya Ferry Managing Director Karigithu has also been in some meetings in Nairobi, and perhaps I believe when this such kind of meeting is brought here at home, also something that also the leaders from this region will be highly involved, and to also shed their concerns and perhaps give their contributions to the Senate Committee as they all sit and try to outline and perhaps put in place possible measures that perhaps will prevent such kind of tragedies from occurring at the Likoni channel. So Ken will be sitting by and will be listening in, and I'm sure that we'll be back with more information as soon as the sitting begins at the Kenya Maritime Headquarters here in Mombasa.